Come on, relax your mind. Kick back and just unwind. Don't let this moment overcome you, cause you need this vibe. Music, it takes me there, places where I don't care. I'm overflowing in this motion, you can't help but stare. Flowing like up and down, spinning around and round. Back up and touch the ground, I'm making but I can't sit down. Moving from side to side, feel good cause I'm alive. Don't you feel jealous, just get up and help me feel this vibe.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man, Mr. Council, back with another one, Saturday Motivation. You know how we do. I chose Saturday because Saturday's the day that's uniquely your own. Most people work a 9 to 5, so by the time they get to Saturday, they feel it's necessary to take their foot off the gas. But most artists, creatives, business minds know that Saturday's the day to put your foot on the gas and handle your business. How y'all doing this morning? It's another day, it's another Saturday. It's kind of gloomy out, and that kind of almost describes my attitude today. It's been a tough week. It's been a lot of things going on in the world. It's been a lot of topic ideas that I've had swirling around in my mind, and when I come on here, I like to be led by God because I'm not doing this for me. What I'm trying to do is a lot bigger than me. And so when I get on here, I like to pray before I get on here, just to ask God to lead my thoughts and my words, because I want to be measured when I speak. And a lot of times when you're on these internet streets, you have to watch what you say because it can bite you in your behind. But today I want to talk about choices. You got to make a choice. And the biggest choice, one of the biggest choices that we have to make in life is whether you want to be successful or not. I've wrestled with this for years. I've always wanted to be successful. My problem was I didn't put everything that I could into my missions, my goals, my dreams, and my aspirations. And a few years ago, I'd probably say around the time that Kobe Bryant died, so I made a choice that I was not going to be lazy. I was going to be determined. I was going to be focused, and no matter what happens, I'm going to charge on. I'm going to stay in control of my emotions. And no matter how much pain I'm going through, I'm going to push on towards success. You got to make that decision. And once you make that decision in your mind, nothing can stop you. I'm at a point now where I don't necessarily want to do the things that I know I need to do to be successful. But it's not about me wanting to. I'm at a point where I'm in a mindset where I have to. I've put entirely too much work, too much time, too much effort, too much thought into all the things that I want to do in life. And for far too long, I've wasted too much time. I've always been a hard worker, but I wasted a lot of time. And if you comb through your day, I guarantee you can find hours and hours of time that you absolutely do nothing that you should do. But we sit back and we complain that we're not where we're supposed to be. And so I've stopped complaining because I understand that I am in life where I am because of my choices. It's all on me. It's all my responsibility. No, my birth circumstances were not my choice. My financial circumstances in life were not my choice from the beginning, but they are my choices now. Where I am is an accumulation of all the choices that I've made. So if I'm dissatisfied with anything going on in my life at this point as a grown man, I can blame no one but me. I can blame no one but me. And we have to understand that you have to decide when you want success. You have to understand from the beginning that it's not going to be easy. Get it out of your mind that it's going to be simple. See, a lot of times we see people who've risen to success and we think they're overnight success, but we don't see all the work, all the effort, all the time that they put into their goals. And sometimes people become successful the easy way because they sell out and they do things the easy way. So from the outside, it looks like success. But when they lay in bed at night, they understand that they cheated their way to the top. And that's not something I'm willing to do. If I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it because it's ordained by God. And he's going to lead and order my steps to take me to where I'm supposed to be. But at the end of the day, I have to make a choice. It's my choice. And if things don't work out the way that I expected to, it's my fault and no one else's. See, we have to learn to take responsibility, full responsibility for all the things that we are going through. The bad relationships, the bad jobs, the bad experiences. Those are all choices that we made. And a lot of times, all of us like to sit back and point the finger. I'm not here because of this. I'm not here because of that. No, you have to turn and point that finger to yourself and understand it is your decisions. It is your choices that have led you to the exact place where you are today. And you cannot blame someone else. Even if you feel someone else has influenced you, you allowed them to influence you positively or negatively. It's your choice. And see, the thing about it is a lot of people like to hide behind God. And when I say that, it's because they don't want to be held accountable for the decisions that they make. They don't want to be held responsible for the choices that they've made, so they want to put it on a higher being, put it on someone else, a friend, a family member, a higher being. No, it's you. It's me. Life is about choices. And are you always going to make the best choices? Maybe not. But you know, the core of you knows when you are doing something right. The core of you knows when you are doing something wrong. I trust my heart. Whenever I've done something wrong in life, I knew it before I did it. But it was something inside of me, a desire inside of me that just allowed me to do it anyway. I made myself do it anyway. And so I can't blame anybody for any of my missteps but me. I can't blame anybody for the hard times I've gone through but me. And I'm not saying the universe is always going to be on your side. It's always going to be situations that arise that put you in peculiar situations. But it's how you respond that determine the outcome. It's how you respond. But we always like to pass the buck because we don't want to be held accountable because we want to complain. And if you hold yourself accountable, then there's no room to complain. And so what do? We continue to make those bad choices and we continue to blame other people. And at the end of the day, what do we have? Nothing. And we look up and we're in the same place that we were 5, 10, 15 years ago. If you want true success, you have to decide that you want to be successful. And once you make that choice, you don't have a choice. Once you make your choice, you have to put yourself in the mindset that you don't have a choice. I don't have a choice when it comes to going to the gym. I hurt my ankle this week. Overworking myself in the gym. And the day before yesterday, I was on my way home from work and everything in my body was like, just go home and rest. Go sit on the couch and chill. You deserved it. You've been working hard. You deserve it. I was doing everything in my power to talk myself out of going to the gym, but my body is so disciplined now, I'm on autopilot. I just drove there. I drove there and I walked in. That's one of the first lives that I did on Facebook. If you go back and check my social media, I said walk in because then your body takes care of everything else. And once you've been so disciplined for doing something so long, it becomes routine. And then once you're in the midst of that routine, your body just takes over. Your mind takes over and you do everything that you needed to do. But we're too afraid to just walk in. If you want success at your job, get up early and walk in. If you want success in your relationship, go there to the person, walk in and talk and do the things that you need to do to make it better. But it is your choice at the end of the day. It is your decision. So stop blaming the world for where you are. Stop blaming the world for your missteps. Stop blaming the world because you aren't the person that you thought you would be by this age. Because nobody is responsible or at fault but you. So make a decision, make a choice. Are you going to be successful or not? So if you decide that you don't want to be successful, you can stop complaining because nobody wants to hear it. That's why I stopped complaining. Don't nobody want to hear you complain. Don't nobody want to hear about your problems. And the only time that they may listen to your problems is for their entertainment and so they could possibly use it against you in the future. Come on, man. Come on. Make a choice. Do you truly want to be successful, and are you willing to do the things that you need to do to become successful? I am. I've made my decision. I don't have a choice anymore. I made my choice. And so now it's not a choice anymore. It's a decision that I've made. That choice has become a decision. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to lose the weight that I need to lose. I'm going to make the money I need to make in music so I can give back to my community. I'm going to do everything that I set out to do because I understand that I have the power of God on my side. I made a decision. I made my choices. And now all I have to do is execute. So I'm past making choices. I've already decided. What are you going to decide? Are you going to take control of your life this day? Are you going to take control of your circumstances, or are you going to sit back and continue to complain the way you have in the past? Because I did. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody because I did the same thing. But I'm fed up with mediocrity. I'm fed up with being average. I used to call myself Average Adam all the time back in the day because I thought that was putting myself in a humble mind state. I'm not average. I'm above average. I'm special. I'm unique. And I have a unique gift that God has placed in me to pass on to the world. And it is my mission, it is my duty, and it is my responsibility to carry that out. I'm going to strap that responsibility on my back and carry it because that's what God has put in me. So make a decision today. Are you going to be successful? Yes or no? Doesn't matter what the answer is. It's on you. But once you make that choice, understand that you've made a decision. So if you decided to be successful, get up and do the things that you're supposed to do. If you decided that you don't want to be successful, then stop complaining because nobody wants to hear it. But understand, you have to make a choice. Because if you don't, you can act like you want to push the buck and push the responsibility onto someone else all you want to. But at the end of the day, you are the one that has to live with you. You are the one who has to look yourself in the mirror. You are the one that has to be judged at the end of the day. And how will you be judged? What will your work say about you? It doesn't matter what you say about you. It matters what your work says. Does it speak for you positively or negatively? Were you lazy? Did you get the things that you desire? Or did you just sit on the couch, snacking, being lazy, complaining about where you are in life? If you have a bad job, nobody told you to apply for that job. You did. If you don't like it anymore, change it. You have the power to. You might be afraid, but the problem is you know that it's hard. See, most people know that they have the power to change things. They just know it's hard, and most people don't want to do hard things. Nothing about success is going to be easy. Not genuine success, because your success should guide and help change someone else's life. Your success should just not be about your bank account. It shouldn't just be about your circumstances. Is your success bleeding and helping in someone else? Is it helping someone else get to where they want to get to? Is it inspiring people? Is it bringing the best out of people? Or is it just benefiting you? Make a choice. Because then your choice becomes a decision. And then you have to live with your decision. Oh, most people don't want to do that. You don't want to live with your choice and your decision. You want to blame it on somebody else. Well, we got to stop. It's time to stop blaming people. It's time to start living with our choices and living with our decisions. And if you don't like the choices that you made in the past, wake up and make better ones. It's time for all of us to do better, including me. So I'm not barking at you, I'm barking at me. It's time for me to be better. It's time for me to do better. It's time for me to work harder. It's time for me to put every ounce of energy that I have into my success. And if I don't get there, it will only be my fault. And I might not get to where I want to be, but it ain't about me. It's what I'm learning along the way. Because sometimes we think we see something and God sees something greater. So it's your job just to do the work and let God do the rest. You got to give him some of the burden too. He's taking it. He's taking a lot of the burden from you. If you notice, if you think about your life and where you are, you've been blessed. Because things could have taken a downturn a whole lot worse because of the life decisions that we've made. But by God's grace, we're still blessed. We're still here. You still have a chance, an opportunity to make things better for you and the people around you. So what is going to be your choice? Do you want to be successful or don't you? I've chosen yes. The decision has been made. Now it's about execution. What are you going to decide? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop another video, because I'm coming. We almost up on a year. We almost up on a year of consistency. Have you done something consistent for a year? If you haven't, it's time for you to start today, because I'm here to inspire you to be the best version of yourself, because somebody inspired me to be the best version of me. And I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to keep working. Am I going to make mistakes? Yes, I am. But I'm going to get up off that mat and I'm going to keep trying as long as God puts breath in my body. I have opportunity to be great. And that's all you can ask for is the opportunity. Execution is on you. But see, once you realize that, then you have the understanding that you can't blame anybody else for the outcomes. Stop pointing the finger. Start looking in the mirror and start being a better you. Better Man Chronicles album is still out there. It's on all platforms. Make sure you stream it, download it. Hit me up if you want a copy. I'm going to put a link to the album in the description. But I'm telling you, people, it's time to make your choice. Do you want success or don't you? Because if you do, it's time to get to work. And if you don't, the outcome is on you. That's my time, y'all. Peace to all my people in the struggle.
I met you when I was young. We kissed and we fell in love. Knew you were the one because I felt you inside my lungs. I up and messed up again, so chose to let you go live. That's when I saw you with him. Heartbroken, so I just lived. I think I'm ready, might be ready. Now I'm ready for love. Don't think I'm jealous, but I felt it when I saw you someone. Okay, I'm jealous, cause I never thought you'd leave me alone. So now I'm jealous, I can't stand it, and I can't let you go. No, I just can't let you go. No, I just can't let you. I thought to myself, oh why'd you leave her?